Hare Krishna, welcome to the session on Jagannathastakam. We have been discussing the word-to-word meaning of Jagannathastakam, 8 shlokas. So today we will discuss the meaning of shloka number 3. But before that, we will recite Jagannathastakam and have some discussion on third shloka. Śrī Ādi Śaṅkarācārya Virachita Jagannathastakam. कदाचित् कालिन्दी तटविपिन सङ्गीतकरवो
कदाचित् कालिन्दी तटविपिन सङ्गीतकरवो
मुदाभीरी नारी वदनकमलास्वादमधुपा
मुदाभीरी नारी वदनकमलास्वादमधुपा
रमा शम्भुब्रह्मा मरपतिगणेशार्चितपदो
रमा शम्भुब्रह्ममरपतिगणेशार्चितपदो
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
भुजे सव्ये वेणुं शिरसि शिखिपिञ्चं कटितटे
भुजे सव्ये वेणुं
दुकूलं नेत्रान्ते सहचरकटाक्षं विदधते
दुकूलं नेत्रान्ते सहचरकटाक्षं विदधते
सदा श्रीमद्वृन्दावनवसति लीला परिचयो
सदा
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
mahāmbhodhestīre kanaka-rucire nīla-śikhare
mahāmbhodhestīre kanaka-rucire nīla-śikhare
वसन् प्रासादान्तः सहज बलभद्रेण बलिना
वसन् प्रासादान्तः सहज बलभद्रेण बलिना
सुभद्रा मध्यस्था सकलसुरसेवावसरदो
सुभद्रा मध्यस्था सकलसुरसेवावसरदो
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
कृपापारावारा सजलजलद श्रेणिरुचिरो रमावाणी राम स्फुरदमलपङ्केरुहमुखा सुरेन्द्रैराराध्या श्रुतिगणशिखा गीतचरितो
सुरेन्द्रैराराध्या श्रुतिगणशिखा गीतचरितो
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
रथारूढो गच्छन् पतिमिलितभूदेवपटलै
रथारूढो
गच्छन्
पतिमिलितभूदेवपटलै
स्तुतिप्रादुर्भावं प्रतिपदमुपाकर्ण्य सदया
स्तुति प्रादुर्भावं प्रतिपदमुपाकर्ण्य सदया
दया सिन्धुर्बन्धु सकलजगता सिन्धुसुतया
दया
दया
सिन्धुर्बन्धो
सकलजगतां
सकलजगतां
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
परब्रह्मपीडकुवलयदलोत्पुल्लनयनो
परब्रह्मपीडाकुवलयदलोत्पुल्लनयनो
निवासी नीलाद्रौ निहितचरणोऽनन्तशिरसि
निवासी नीलाद्रौ निहितचरणोऽनन्तशिरसि
रसानन्दो राधा सरसवपुरालिङ्गनसखो
रसानन्दो राधा सरसवपुरालिङ्गनसखो
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
न वैयाचे राज्यं न च कनकमाणिक्यविभवम्
न वैयाचे राज्यं न च कनकमाणिक्यविभवम्
न याचेऽहं रम्यां निखिलजनकाम्यां वरवधूम्
न याचेऽहं रम्यां निखिलजनकाम्यां वरवधूम्
सदा काले काले प्रमथपतिना
सदा काले काले प्रमदभक्तिरागीतचरितो
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
हरत्वं संसारं द्रुततरमसारं सुरपते
हरत्वं संसारं द्रुततरमसारं सुरपते
हरत्वं पापानां विततिमपरां यादवपते
हरत्वं पापानां विततिमपरां यादवपते
अहो दीनो नाथे निहितचरणो निश्चितमिदम्
अहो दीनो नाथे निहितचरणो निश्चितमिदम्
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
जगन्नाथाष्टकं पुण्यं यः पठेत् प्रयतः शुचिः सर्वपापविशुद्धात्मा विष्णुलोकं स गच्छति
जगन्नाथाष्टकं पुण्यं अपरेत् शुचिः
स्वपापविशुद्धात्मा विष्णुलोकं स गच्छति।
विष्णुलोकं स गच्छति
इति श्रीमद्शङ्कराचार्य विरचितं जगन्नाथाष्टकं सम्पूर्णम्।
इति श्रीमच्छङ्कराचार्यविरचितं जगन्नाथाष्टकं सम्पूर्णम्।
जगन्नाथाष्टकं सम्पूर्णम्।
श्री जगन्नाथाष्टकम की जय।
जय
आदि शंकराचार्य की जय।
जय
श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय।
जय
श्री पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथ पुरी धाम की जय। Okay, so today we will discuss shloka number 3, but before that this is how we see, this is our style, right? We want to start shloka number 3, but before that we want to discuss more about the previous shlokas. So yesterday we discussed about shloka number 2. So yesterday we discussed shloka number 2. Bhuje savye venum shirasi shikipincham katitate dukulam netrante sahachara kataksham vidadate sada shrimadvrindavana-vasati leela parichayo Jagannathaswami nayana patagami bhavatu me. So the prayer of Ādi Śaṅkarācārya is to remember Lord Jagannatha, Lord Sri Krishna all the time. This is all about smarana. When you are reciting the shlokas, you will hear many different words. It may look like we don't understand what he is saying, but essentially all he is praying for is smriti, the smarana, Bhagavat smarana. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatume. So in Bhagavatam, there is a beautiful shloka in the section, in the first canto of 9th chapter, 24th shloka, in the section where Bhishma Dev leaves his body. So this is in the beginning of Bhagavatam. After Kurukshetra war happened, this is in the beginning of Bhagavatam. So Bhishma Dev also prays something similar. This is not part of the Bhishma Stuti, but it's a separate shloka. Sadheva Devo Bhagavan Pratikshatam Kalevaram Yavadidam Hinomyaham Prasannaha Sarunalochalollasan mahāmbhodheschaturbhujaha. May my Lord, who is four-handed and whose beautifully decorated lotus face, with eyes as red as the rising sun, is smiling, kindly await me at that moment when I quit this body. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram. Yaprayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshayaha. Whoever quits this body at the time of, whoever remembers me and quits this body, they will come to spiritual world. Of this there is no doubt. So what Bhishma Dev is doing is something very interesting. So he is lying down on the Ampashaya, the bed of arrows, and he has and he is calling out to the Lord. He's calling out to the Lord and saying that, "Oh my Lord, please be present in front of me when I quit this material body." Sadeva Devo Bhagavan Pratikshatam. Pratikshatam means Pravishta Rupena Ikshata. Ikshata means to see. Pravishta Rupena Ikshatam. That means when Krishna comes in front of Bhishma Dev, Bhishma Dev fixes his mind upon the Lord, and with full attention, Pravishta Rupena, with full attention, Ikshata, Bhishma Dev will look at the Lord and thinking about only the Lord, glorifying the Lord with Bhishma Stuti, the most glorious Bhishma Stuti and Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram. Bhishma Dev will depart from this world. So this Friday, it is a special Ekadashi. It is called Toli Ekadashi if you are a Telugu person, and if you are a North Indian, especially Maharashtrian, this is celebrated as Ashadi Ekadashi. So on that day, Friday evening in Bellevue Balaji Temple, we're going to recite Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra 3 times. Continuously, we'll recite 3 times. Starting from, I think, 6:45, I believe. So whoever is available, you can please come in person and recite Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra 3 times. Okay. So now in that shloka also, Bhishma Dev, he is giving some description. He is giving a beautiful description of the Divya Mangala Rupam of the Lord Krishna, and saying that may I remember that Lord all the time, and for that may that Krishna be present in front of me when I quit this body. Prasanna hasaruna lochanolasam. Prasanna hasa, with a beautiful smiling, gentle smile. Aruna lochana, red eyes. Okay, red eyes. Prasanna hasa runa lochana. Aruna lochana. Because he just came from the battlefield, Kurukshetra war. And you see, usually the Lord's eyes are described as Pundarikaksha. They're compared to white lotus. But here Bhishma Dev is saying Aruna Lochana, red colored eyes. That means that is the mood of Bhishma Dev. Bhishma Dev worships Lord Krishna as Parthasarathi. Parthasarathi, and also as a warrior who fights on the battlefield with Bhishma Dev. Towards the end of the Kurukshetra war, Krishna breaks his promise and he takes the chariot wheel and marches towards Bhishma Dev, and Bhishma Dev enjoys that spirit of Bhagavan. So that form Bhishma Dev wants to remember. There's a beautiful smile. At the same time, there is some Veeratvam. There is some valor. That is what Bhishma Dev enjoys. That is the Rupam in which Bhishma Dev worships Sri Krishna. And meditating on that form, looking at Sri Krishna personally in front of him, Bhishma Dev departed from this body and he went back to spiritual world in a loka called Parthasarathi Loka, where Bhishma Dev eternally worships and serves Parthasarathi form of Krishna. So yesterday we discussed, right? In whatever form a devotee worships and meditates, in that form Bhagavan will appear in their heart. Yadhyadhyata urugaya vibhavayanti tat vapu pranayase tadanugrahaya. Okay, that is one. And then what was the crux or essential point of that shloka? Second shloka, what is the essential point of second shloka? What's the heart of second shloka?
Krishna always resides in Vrindavan.
Very good. Krishna always resides in Vrindavan. Sada Shrimad Vrindavana Vasati Leela Parichayo. The first two lines, there's a description of Krishna's dress, Krishna's Venu, Mayura, the yellow cloth, waist cloth, all those things. But the most important line, the heart of the shloka, is the third line, in which Adi Śaṅkarācārya says, this beautiful Krishna, who is dressed up as a Gopala, always resides in Vrindavan. He never leaves Vrindavan. So during this time, related to this point, yesterday we discussed how there were two Krishnas, the double role, double action, or dual role in one body. Unlike in the movies where we see two different heroes separately, but here Krishna plays a dual role in a more interesting way. Two Krishnas, two bodies, two Krishnas in the same body, two roles in the same body. And whichever Krishna is needed according to the situation, that Krishna will come out. And when Krishna left Vrindavan and went to Dwaraka, Mathura and Dwaraka, it was Vasudeva Krishna who left, and that Vrindavan Krishna was always present in Vrindavan. But in Avyakta Rupa. Sometimes he manifests, sometimes he unmanifests. Sometimes he appears, sometimes he disappears. And Radharani feels intense longing separation from Krishna. And she wants to commit suicide. So we discussed that, right, yesterday. Now, on that point, there's a beautiful bhajan that I wanted to discuss. So this is called Shama Bhajan. We discussed this in the Sunday class, Bhagavad Gita class. Those of you who attended that class, you're already familiar with this. Otherwise, for those of you who did not attend this class, the Sunday Bhagavad Gita class, you can listen to this now. So it's a beautiful poem in Braj Bhasha. So Ankita will relish the most.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
So basically, this poem says that this is not written by Surdas. I don't know who is the author, but this is a really beautiful poem. This explains the mood of gopis when Krishna left Vrindavan, how much longing, separation they are feeling from Krishna. So let's read the translation first. Wherever I look, everything is pervaded by Shama. My body is Shama, my mind is Shama, Shama is my greatest treasure. Throughout all 8 divisions of day and night, my only concern is Shama. My heart is filled with Shama, I live only for Shama. Without Shama, I cannot live. Just as a blind person depends upon a walking stick, I depend upon the holy name of Shama. My knowledge is Shama, my meditation is Shama. Shama alone is my very life. The entire land of Vraja constantly chants Shama, Shama. Shama, 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 hey. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to sing Krishna, 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 Hey. Krishna, 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 Pahi Mam. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava Raksha Mam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal, Jai Govinda, Jai Gopal. So this is the Kirtan Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to sing. The first two lines of the shloka, they have many words as Krishna, 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 hey, like that. If gopis were to sing, if Radharani were to sing, they will sing Shama, 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 hey. So let's look at the poem now. जित देखो तित श्याममयी है, श्याम तन श्याम मन श्याम है हमारा धन, श्याम तन श्याम मन श्याम है हमारा धन, उठे हमें आठों याम, श्याम ही सो काम है, उठे हमें आठों याम, श्याम ही सो काम है, श्याम ही ये श्याम जिए, श्याम बिनु नहीं जिए, श्याम ही ये श्याम जिए, श्याम बिनु नहीं जिए, अंधे की सीला करिया धर श्याम नाम है, अंधे की सीला करिया धर श्याम नाम है, श्याम ज्ञान श्याम ध्यान श्याम ही हमारे प्राण, श्याम ज्ञान श्याम ध्यान श्याम ही हमारे प्राण, श्याम श्याम रटत सकाल व्रज धाम है, श्याम श्याम रटत सकल व्रज धाम है, जित देखो तित श्याममयी है, जित देखो तित श्याममयी है. So what does it mean? Jit dekhu tit shamamayi hai. Wherever I look, everything is pervaded by Shama. Shama tan, Shama is my body, or my body is Shama. Shama manu, my mind is Shama. Shama hai hamaro dhana. Shama is my greatest treasure. Uti hame atho yama. Throughout all 8 divisions of the day, there is sunrise and afternoon, 12 noon, and evening, sunset, and then night time. These are the 4 things. And then in between, there are some intersections, sandhis. So together we have 8 divisions of the day. That means every minute, every second, of the day, we will remember our concern is only Shama. उठी हमें आटो याम शाम ही सो काम है उठी हमें आटो याम शाम ही सो काम है शाम हिए शाम जिए शाम बिनु नहीं जिए शाम हिए Shama is in the heart. Shama jiye. Shama is living in my heart. I live only for Shama. Shama binu nahi jiye. I cannot live without Shama. Shama hiye, Shama jiye, Shama binu nahi jiye. Shama hiye, Shama jiye, Shama binu nahi jiye. अंधे की सीलकारिया धारा श्याम नाम है अंधे की सीलकारिया धारा श्याम नाम है. Just as a blind person depends upon a walking stick, I depend on the holy name of Shama. So this is offering the, offering the total body, mind, everything, complete Sharanagati, total dependence. And here, devotion of intellect and life force, offering our intelligence and prana. Shama jnana, Shama dhyana, Shama hi hamare prana. Shama jnana, Shama dhyana, Shama hi hamare prana. Shama jnana. Shama is knowledge. Shama dhyana. Shama is my meditation. Shama hi hamare prana. My life force is Shama. So basically everything is that Shama Sundara Krishna. Shama Shama ratat sakal brajadam hai. Shama Shama ratat sakal brajadam hai. Shama Shama ratata. Ratna means to chant. Shama Shama, chanting Shama Shama is the activity of the people in Brajadama. Sakala Brajadama. Not only the people, but look at the picture there. The trees are saying Shama Shama. The lakes, the rivers are saying Shama Shama. The animals are saying Shama Shama. All the chara achara vastu, they're all saying, they're all beating actually. Just like a heartbeat. You know, when you do the ECG and when the cardiologist hears the heartbeat, you will hear the sound lup dub lup dub lup dub. But here, the heartbeat of Vraja Bhumi, the heartbeat of Vrajavasis is Shama Shama, Shama Shama, Shama Shama. That Shama Sundara Krishna's name is the heartbeat of everybody in Vrindavan. Okay, so let's sing this bhajan and then we will go to third shloka. Jit dekho tit shama mai hai.
Jit dekho tit shama mai
Mani
hai.
hai.
Jit dekho tit shama mai hai.
Jit
देखो तित
dekho
श्याम
tit shama
मणि
mai
है.
hai.
Shama tan shama man Shama hai hamaro dhan.
श्याम
श्यामातान श्यामा
श्यामान श्यामा है हमारा तन
श्यामा तन श्यामा मन श्यामा है हमारो धन
श्याम
तन श्यामा
श्यामा मन
श्यामा
श्यामा
है
है
हमारा
हमारा
तन
धन
उठी हमें आठों याम श्यामा ही सो काम है
उठी
हमें
हमें
आटो
आटो
यामा
या
श्यामा
क्षमा
ही
ही
सो
सो
काम
काम
है
है
उठी हमें आठों याम श्यामा ही सो काम है
उठी हमें
हमें आटो
आटो
यामा
याम
श्यामा
क्षमा
ही
ही
सो
सो
काम
काम
है
है
श्यामा ही ये श्यामा जी ये श्यामा बीनू नहीं जिए
श्यामा ही ये श्यामा
श्यामा
जी
जी
ये श्यामा
श्यामा
बीनु
बिनु नहीं
नहीं
जिए
दीजिए
श्यामा ही ये श्यामा जी ये श्यामा बीनू नहीं जिए
स्नाही
श्यामा
श्यामा ही
ही
ये
श्यामा
श्यामा
जी
जी
ये श्यामा
श्यामा
बिनु
बीनु
नहीं
नहीं
जिए
जिए
अंधे की सी लाखरी आ धारा श्याम नाम है
अंधे
अंधे
की
की
सीला
सील
करी
करी
आधार श्याम
आधार श्याम
नाम
नाम
है
है
अंधे की सीला करी आधार श्याम नाम है
अंधे
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 की
की
सीला
सील
करी
करी
आधार
आधार
श्याम
श्याम
नाम
नाम
है
है
श्यामा ज्ञान श्यामा ध्यान श्यामा ही हमारे प्राण
श्यामा
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 ज्ञान
ज्ञान
श्यामा
श्यामा
ध्यान
ज्ञान
श्यामा ही
श्यामा
हमारे
हमारे
प्राण
प्राण
श्यामा ज्ञान श्यामा ध्यान श्यामा ही हमारे प्राण
श्याम
श्यामा
ज्ञान
ज्ञानो
श्यामा
श्यामा
ध्यान
ज्ञानो श्यामा
श्यामा
ही
ही
हमारे
हमारे
प्राण
प्राण
श्यामा श्याम रटत सकल ब्रज धाम है
श्यामा
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 श्याम
रटत
रटत
सकल
सकल
ब्रज
ब्रज
धामा
धाम है
है
श्यामा श्याम रटत सकल ब्रज धाम है
श्यामा
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 श्याम
रटत
रटत
सकल
सकल
ब्रज
ब्रज
धाम
धाम है
है
जितु देखो तितु श्याम है जितु देखो तितु
चित
श्याम
श्यामा
मही
मई
है
जित
चित देखो
देखो तित
चित
श्यामा
श्यामा
मई है
है
जित
देखो तित
तो चित
श्यामा
श्यामा
मई
मई
है
श्री श्याम सुंदर श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय
जय
जय Okay, so now we will go to shloka number 3.
హిందీ సంస్కృత ప్రభుజీ ఇప్పుడు మేము పాడింది
ఇది బ్రజ భాష హిందీ
బ్రజ.
హిందీ లాగా బ్రజ భాష
ఓ.
Yeah.
మమ్మల్ని ఆ కాలానికి తీసుకెళ్లిపోయారు గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ ప్రభుజీ గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ ప్రభుజీ
Okay, so now we are not done yet with the first two shlokas. So yesterday we discussed about Venu, right? Bujhe savye Venu shirasi shiki pincham katitate. So we spent significant amount of time discussing about Krishna's Venu. We discussed some shlokas from Bhagavatam. Now here is another beautiful shloka from Bhagavatam, from Brahma's prayers, Brahma Vimohana Leela. We discussed this shloka in the past once, so I wanted to discuss that one more time. Naumidhyate bravapushe tadidhambaraya gunjavatam saparipicchala sanmukaya vanyasraje kavalavetra vishana venu lakshmashriye mrudupade pashupangajaya. Naumidhyate bravapuse tadidambaraya. Naumi, I offer my pranama. Idya, that worshipable Krishna. O Krishna, I offer my pranam to you. You are with Abra Vapusa. Abra Vapusa means the Abra is the cloud, and Vapu is the body. His bodily complexion is like that of cloud. Abra Vapushe. And Tadid Ambaraya. Ambara means cloth. Tadid means Tadit. In Sanskrit, Tadit means lightening, like shining, glowing. So it's like a golden yellow. Krishna's Pitambaram is golden yellow. Tadid Ambaraya. And then Gunjava Tamsa Paripicha Lasan Mukaya. And what is he wearing? Gunja Mala. He's wearing Gunja berry earrings. Gunjava Tamsa Paripicha Lasan Mukaya. Paripicha means the peacock feather. Lasan Mukaya. So all these things are decorating his face, Mukha. And what else he's wearing? Vanyasraja. He's decorated with Vajayanti Mala, forest flowers. Vanyasraja Kavala Vetra Vishana Venu. Kavala. He's holding curd rice, perigannam in his hand. Vetra. He's holding a stick. Vishana. Vishana is that bugle horn. The bugle horn, Vishana, the buffalo horn, and Venu, the flute. Vanyasraje Kavala Vetra Vishana Venu. These are the different things he's holding. This is Kavala, Perigannam. Telugu వాళ్ళు చాలా మంది ఉన్నారని సపరేట్ గా చూపించారు పెరుగన్నం ఇక్కడ. వన్యస్రజే కవల వేత్ర విషాణ వేణు లక్ష్మశ్రియే మృదుపదే Pashupangajaya. By the touch of the tender lotus feet of Krishna, the Vraja Bhumi, the land of Vraja, the land of Vrindavana, is blessed with all fortune. Lakshmashriye Mridupade Pashupangajaya. So in every description, by different personalities we see, except Bhishma Dev, I think. Bhishma Dev does not describe about the flute because he's worshipping Parthasarathi form, so there's no flute in Bhishma Dev's description.
Prabhuji, Vishmadev unte Yuddha Bhumi lekapothe Ampasayam idi Prabhuji. How can he get that flute and...
Yeah, పాపం ఎప్పుడు చూసే టైం లేదు, అందుకే ఎప్పుడు లైఫ్ అంతా సాక్రిఫైస్ కదా భీష్మదేవ్ది.
Yeah, పాపం. So,
but during his prayers, Prabhuji, he did mention about Vrindavan, Gopia, and that Venu, that I think that Ras Leela. While leaving it.
Yeah, he mentioned about gopis and Rasa Leela,
Yeah.
but Venu is not there.
I mean, Ras Leela is associated with the Venu only, right? So
Yeah.
he did not specifically say that word, but
Yeah.
he knew. Yeah. But yeah, Rathanga Pane is the correct word for him. Like that might be his.
Instead of, yeah, for him the Venu is Rathanga Pane. Yeah.
ఇంకా చెప్పాలంటే ఆ వీల్ ఏమంటారు ప్రభు? రథాంగపాణి అంటే అదేనా?
అదే రథాంగ, ఆ వీళ్ళని రథాంగ అంటారు. వీళ్ళని పట్టుకున్నాడు కాబట్టి ఆయన పేరు రథాంగపాణి. చక్రపాణి లాగా రథాంగపాణి. చక్రపాణి అంటే సుదర్శన్ చక్ర పట్టుకున్నవాడు. రథాంగపాణి అంటే రథ అంగ, ద అంగ ఆఫ్ రథ, ద పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద చారియట్, దట్ ఈస్ ద వీల్. రథాంగపాణి. రథాంగపాణి రక్షోభ్య సర్వప్రహరణాయుధ శ్రీ సర్వప్రహరణాయుధ ఓం నమ ఇతి. విష్ణు సహస్రనామ స్తోత్ర. Okay, so in this shloka also, Brahma's prayer also, he presented both Aishwarya Lakshmashriye Mridupade Pashupangajaya, and Vrindavan form, wearing peacock feather, flute, holding the stick, Gopala stick, Vaiṣṇava, all those things. So these are the gunja berries. His ears are decorated with gunja berries, and his garland is a forest flower garland, Vaijayanti mala. Okay. Now let's come to shloka number 3. Oh, before that, in shloka number 2, kataksham, netrante sahachara kataksham vidadate. So what does that line mean? Who remembers?
Always gives his mercy to his friends and in Vrindavan.
Yeah.
Side glances.
Sidelong glances.
Kataksham, sidelong glances. So Krishna is always bestowing, giving his mercy to whom? To sahacharas. Sahachara here refers to the Gopa boys, his friends. So to those Gopa boys, he is always giving sidelong glances. He is showering his mercy on them. Netrante, netra plus anta, netranta, the edges of his eyes. Now what does this mean in the context of Jagannatha Radhayatra? In Jagannatha Radhayatra, the Lord is giving his mercy through his kataksham vidadate, giving his mercy through his sidelong glances, netrante, to who? Sahachara. Another meaning of sahachara is, saha means along with, chara means moving. Sahachara means moving along with. Now in the Radhayatra parade, whoever is moving along with Jagannath, whoever is pulling the Jagannath Ratham, and whoever is singing or dancing in front of the Ratham, or whoever are reciting Stuti Stotrams, or some people, some Brahmanas, they'll be doing Shodashopacharas. So all those people who are moving along with Jagannath in the Radhayatra parade, to all those people, Jagannath is giving kataksham. Netrante sahachara kataksham vidadate. So sahachara.
Why specifying netrante? In general, side glance is used, that word will be used in something like madhurya bhava something కదా ప్రభుజీ. ఎక్కడో నాకు గుర్తులేదు, ఒక శ్లోకంలో కూడా డిస్క్రైబ్ చేశారు నేత్రాంతే అంటే గోపికల్ని చూసే టైప్ అట్లా డిస్క్రైబ్ చేశారు. బట్ ఇక్కడ సహచర కటాక్షంకి నేత్రాంతే ఎందుకు యూజ్ చేశారు?
నేత్రాంతే అన్న అక్కడ మసృణ నయన అని ఒక శ్లోకంలో మనము మసృణ నయన అని ఒక శ్లోకంలో చెప్పుకున్నాం. సో సేమ్ థింగ్, కృష్ణ is giving sidelong glances. No, gopis are looking at Krishna with their sidelong glances.
బట్ జగన్నాథ స్వామి మీన్స్ బిగ్ ఐస్ అని రెఫర్ చేస్తారు కదా ఇన్ జనరల్.
ప్రభుజీ ఇక్కడ విప్పారిన నేత్రాలతో అనుకోవచ్చా?
విప్పారిన నేత్రం కాదు, నేత్ర అంతే, నేత్ర ప్లస్ అంత, అంత అంటే ఎడ్జ్, ద ఎడ్జ్ ఆఫ్ ద ఐస్, edge of the eyes. So he's so one meaning of that is, see, when you are looking straight, you're only looking at those people who are visible in front of you, right? That anyway you cannot miss. But Jagannath looking in not only looks at those people who are standing in front of him, but those who are on the sides also. That means everybody in all 360 degrees he is looking at everybody.
Even he will not miss I mean in general sides చూడడం మిస్ అవుతాం కదా, అది కూడా మిస్ అవ్వరు,
అది కూడా మిస్ అవ్వడని. Yes, he will not miss anybody, any single person.
Yeah, yes, he is also in that Gopi Baba, right? So that also Kataksha. He is in that Vrindavan Baba only, right, Prabhuji? Though he is in Jagannath Puri.
Yeah. So whoever is moving along with Jagannath, Sahachara. So one meaning of Sahachara is the friends, those who are associating closely with Jagannath or Krishna in Vrindavan. They are Sahachara. Sahachara Gana means the friends, the group of friends. But we can also become his Sahachara. Saha plus Chara. Chara means that which moves, or those who are moving. Saha along with Jagannath, those who are moving in the Radayatra, to all those people Jagannath gives kataksham, his mercy. So that's the meaning of kataksham. No, netrante kataksham netrante sahachara kataksham vidadate. Now there is a third meaning of this line. Now we are not in Vrindavan and we are not in Radayatra every day. Radayatra comes only once a year. So how can we get mercy? How can we get that kataksham of Jagannath? Netrante sahachara kataksham vidadate. How we can get this every day? That is by becoming his sahachara, by becoming his friend, by having faith on him and by becoming his friend, by establishing a relationship with him like a friend, like a parent, like a conjugal lover or whatever. But the general word that we can use is sahachara. Sahachara means a friend, a close associate. Instead of friend, a close associate. Sahachara means close associate. That close associate can be in the form of a friendship, in the form of conjugal lover, in the form of a parent, in the form of a servant, and so on. So if we become a sahachara, an associate of Krishna, if we associate with Krishna and Krishna bhaktas, then we can get that netrante kataksham. So netrante sahachara kataksham vidadate. Okay, so now we are actually starting shloka number 3. Jagannathastakam, shloka number 3. mahāmbhodhestīre kanaka-rucire nīla-śikhare.
mahāmbhodhestīre
kanaka-rucire
kanaka-rucire
वसन् प्रासादान्त सहज बलभद्रेण बलिना
वसन् प्रासादान्त सहज बलभद्रेण बलिना
सुभद्रा मध्यस्था सकलसुरसेवा वसरदो
भद्रा सकलसेवा वरदो
जगन्नाथस्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे
जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयनपथगामी भवतु मे.
So, this picture is very beautiful, huh? The decoration, everything.
Yes, పెళ్లి కొడుకులాగా.
Correct. Generally, we don't see Jagannath decorated like this. I mean, there is elaborative decoration, but this looks the most beautiful decoration I have ever seen for Jagannath. There are mandara flowers. Look at that. There's a pink, red mandara, white jasmine, pink, the lotus or roses, tulasi. It's a Vaiṣṇava mala actually. In Vaiṣṇava mala, there are 5 different kinds of flowers. There is parijata. So starting with mandara actually. Mandara, parijata, tulasi, and kunda, and fifth one. What is the fifth one? Mandara, Kamala, lotus. Yeah. Okay, repeat after me. Mandara,
mandara
Kamala,
Kamala,
tulasi,
Tulasi,
parijata,
Parijata,
kunda.
Kunda.
Kunda is jasmine, and parijata is we know parijata. It almost looks like jasmine, or it looks like that సన్నజాజులు లాగా ఉంటాయా పారిజాత?
దాని కాడ ఆరెంజ్ కలర్ లో ఉంటుంది ప్రభు.
కలర్ వేలో
కలర్ ఆరెంజ్, బట్ షేప్ అట్లా ఉంటది కదా సన్నజాజులు లాగా.
కొంచెం సెన్సిటివ్ గా అలా.
ఓకే, సో basically it's a white flower. Kunda, jasmine, and parijata, both are white flowers. The white flowers that you see, that you can consider those 2 flowers. And the pink flowers, lotus, kamala, and the green one is tulasi and mandara. This is Vaiṣṇava mala. Wow, somebody put a very beautiful. The AI tool is brilliant. I'm noticing it now only. There is a pink, red, and orange or yellow color mandara flowers. In Govinda Damodar Stotra, that line is there, right? Mandhara male. It starts with that shloka, that line. Okay. Now, Ādi Śaṅkarācārya is introducing Jagannath in this shloka. Introducing Jagannath's actual form, Jagannatha form. In the previous 2 shlokas, shloka 1 and 2, Krishna, Ādi Śaṅkarācārya described Vrindavana Krishna. And here is actually establishing the identity of Jagannatha, the form of Jagannatha. Where is Jagannath residing? Mahāmbhodhestīre. Maha, great. Ambudhi, ocean. Tīra, banks. Mahāmbhodhestīre, on the shore of the great ocean. Mahāmbhodhestīre, kanaka-rucire, nīla-śikhare. Kanaka, gold. Rucire, like brilliant, shining. Kanaka-rucire, shining like gold, or shining with gold, brilliant with gold. Nīla-śikhare, on the crest of the blue mountain. So basically there is a golden mountain. No. There's a blue mountain, Nīlācala Parvata, but that Parvata is very brilliant like gold. Or we can also interpret it as there's a blue mountain, Nīlācala Parvata, that is decorated with gold and other precious stones. Kanaka-rucire nīla-śikhare. Shikhara, that means the top of the peak of the Nīlācala Parvata. On the peak of Nīlācala Parvata, that is where Jagannath's mandir, Lakshmi Neela Madhav, Vasan Prasadanta, residing within the large palace. On top of that Nīlācala Parvata, there is a big palace. So Jagannath, along with Baladeva Subhadra, is residing in that palace, in that temple. mahāmbhodhestīre kanaka-rucire nīla-śikhare vasan prasadhanta sahaja balabhadrena balina. Sahaja means, this is similar to the word anuja. Anuja means the sibling. It can be sister or brother. Similar to that anuja, we have sahaja. Sahaja means born along with. In Sanskrit, the ja dhatu means born. Sahaja, saha means along with. In the previous shloka, we discussed about sahachara, right? Saha plus chara, those who are moving along with him. Here sahaja, those who are born along with him. Brother Balarama and sister Subhadra. Vasan prasadhanta sahaja balabhadrena balina. That powerful Balarama and Subhadra, along with them, Jagannatha Swami is residing in that temple on top of Nīlācala Parvata. Subhadra madhyastha. Subhadra is in the middle and Jagannath Baladev on the left and right side. So why Ādi Śaṅkarācārya is talking about this form here? Because this is the form in which Krishna promised to Narada Muni that he will give darshan in this form to the entire world. So to fulfill that promise, Jagannatha Swami appeared in this form on Nīlācala Parvata. And then what is he doing? Sakala Sura Seva Vasarado. Sakala Sura. Sakala means all. Sura, the Devatas, the demigods, Devatas. Seva Avasarado, giving an opportunity to serve Jagannath. The Lord is giving an opportunity to the demigods to serve him. And that is the reason he appeared in, that is one of the reasons he appeared in Purushottama Kshetra as Jagannath. Because the demigods, Devatas, they don't have an entry all the time in Vrindavan. They can come and visit occasionally, but they cannot come every day. There are some special people who are allowed to enter every day, like Indra, Brahma, they are allowed to enter every day, but not all the other Devatas. For example, Vibhishana, he doesn't have an entry to Vrindavan. Like that, many other. So to give an opportunity for those people to take darshan of the Lord and to serve him, Krishna appeared as Jagannath in Jagannath Puri, Purushottama Kshetra, Jagannath Puri. Sakala Suraseva Vasarado Vasan Prasadhanta Sahaja Balabhadrena Balina Subhadra Madhyastha Sakala Suraseva Vasarado Jagannatha Swami Nayana Patagami Bhavatu Me. Now here, Sura Seva Vasarado. Sura means devatas, demigods. But another meaning of Sura is people with divine qualities. Sura means divine, something of heavenly planets, divine people, devatas. It also means people with the ordinary people with divine qualities. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, Krishna explains about divine and demoniac qualities. Daiva Asura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. The chapter is titled as Daiva Asura Sampat Vibhaga Yoga. So Krishna describes what are the qualities of a divine person and what are the qualities of a demoniac person. Oh, got stuck here. Oh, the video is stuck. Okay, my laptop charging is running out. Okay, a second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
But I see that my video is not stable. So let me free up some space. Let me close some heavy windows. No. Okay, let me turn off my video. Okay. Sakala Sura Seva Vasarado. So residing on the shore of the great ocean with a large palace situated upon the crest of the brilliant golden Nīlācala hill, accompanied by his powerful brother Balabhadra and his sister Subhadra in the middle, Lord Jagannatha bestows the opportunity for devotional service upon all godly souls. So that is the meaning of Sura. It can refer to the Devatas or it can refer to the divine people, people with the divine qualities. May that Jagannatha Swami be the object of my vision. Yeah, so this is basically very simple shloka. It just describes the dham, the details of the dham, Purushottama Kshetra dham, um, and how Jagannath appears to give opportunity for service. Should we discuss another shloka also? I'll tell a story. Okay. So shlokas we can discuss tomorrow. Fourth shloka we can discuss tomorrow. But I'll tell a story. Oh no. Before that I had something else to share. Let me open that. So you can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when we look at Krishna's form, now in the Jagannathastakam shlokas, we have been discussing about Venu a lot of times. Now in some descriptions of Krishna or Vishnu, we see other paraphernalia like Shankha Chakra, Gada Padma, Srivatsa, Kaustubha, all those things. So there is a beautiful meaning of all those things. The Venu that we have been discussing since last 2-3 days, that is the symbol for sthiti, preservation, maintenance. There is Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, right? So Srishti, the entire Jagat was created by the sound vibration of Om, the transcendental sound vibration of Om, and that emanates from Shankha. So Shankha is for the sound, right? Shankha represents sound. Nadam, Pranavanadam, that Omkara Pranavanadam that is emanating from Shankha, that is the source of the entire creation, Srishti. Now, once the Srishti is done, then it has to be maintained. That is the Sthiti. So how the entire Jagat, all the people in the Jagat, they are maintained. That is through the Venunadam, flute sound. When Krishna plays flute in Vrindavan, it gives life to both Chara and Achara. Krishna's Venuganam is the life and soul of everything in Vrindavan. It is the life and soul for the trees. It is the oxygen for the people. It is the life and soul for the rivers. It is the life and soul for the animals. So the Srishti is maintained. The creation is maintained through the Venuganam. That is the Sthiti. And Laya, that is Shankha. Chakra. Sudarshan Chakra. So creation, preservation or maintenance, and dissolution. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya. They are maintained by, they are performed by Shankha, Venu and Chakra. And then in some pictures of Krishna's deity, especially when you have Krishna's deity with the cow, you will see the cow licking the feet, the lotus feet of Krishna. That indicates Tirodhana. Tirodhana means reappearance of the Srishti. So after Pralaya, everything goes back into the Garbham of Mahavishnu. And then after some time, the Srishti happens again. So that's Tirodhana is nothing but that the manifestation of the yugas. Manifestation of the yuga, the repeated cycle of the yugas. Repeated cycle of yuga is Tirodhana. Now we will understand in a bit why the licking of the lotus feet of Krishna, when the cow is licking the lotus feet of Krishna, why does it indicate Tirodhana? That we'll understand in a bit. And the fifth one is Anugraha, grace, that comes from Srivatsa mark. Srivatsa mark is on Sri Krishna's body, on the chest, and also Sriman Narayana's chest. If the Srivatsa mark is on Sriman Narayana, it indicates Lakshmi Devi's presence. And if it is Srivatsa mark on Krishna's body, it is Srimati Radharani. Through that Srivatsa, the Lord is bestowing Anugraha, grace, to all the devotees. We approach Krishna through Radharani. We approach Sriman Narayana through Lakshmi Devi. So Srishti initiates creation through the primordial frequencies of knowledge and sound. The Shankha represents knowledge and sound. When Dhruva was meditating for 6 months, Vishnu appeared, and Vishnu touched the cheek of Dhruva with his conch shell, and all the knowledge transfer happened. The transcendental knowledge was passed on to Dhruva, and Dhruva started offering prayers. Dhruva started glorifying Vishnu, and he got self-realization. He was doing meditation, tapassu, for material benefits. But as soon as that Shankha touched the cheek of Dhruva, his ignorance is destroyed, the avidya is destroyed, and he got transcendental knowledge, spiritual knowledge. So Shankha represents knowledge and the creation. And Venu, Sthiti, maintains the delicate equilibrium of the cosmos amidst inherent chaos or chaos. The music of the flute represents the maintenance of universal harmony. It is the steadying force that preserves existence between the moment of creation and the inevitability of dissolution. Sthiti. So that is what the gopis were telling to Radharani, right? We discussed the story yesterday. When Radharani said, I want to commit suicide, give me poison. The gopi, Vishaka and Lalita gopi, they said, oh, hey Radhe, even if you take any amount of poison, it cannot kill your body. Because there is an overdose of Amrit in your body. When you heard the Venu Ganam, Krishna's Venu Ganamrita, when you drank the nectarian flute sound of Krishna, that has filled your body with an overdose of nectar. That's why no amount of poison can cause any harm to your body. Now that story is a proof that Venu is the reason for sthiti, maintenance. Radharani's body is filled with the nectarian sound of Krishna's flute. And we also discussed how the cows and calves, they were relishing the nectarian flute sound. The calves, they stopped drinking milk from the mother, and then they were completely absorbed in hearing the flute sound. So they can stay without drinking milk from mother, but they cannot stay without listening to the flute music. And it is the same flute that brings gopis closer to Krishna. It is the same flute with which Krishna calls all the cows and calves at the end of the day when he goes for Gocharana. In the morning, along with the Gopa boys, Krishna and Balarama, along with all the Gopa boys, the Sahachara Gana, Sahachara Vrinda, and throughout the day the cows will be grazing in the fields, and in the end when Krishna has to call them, Krishna simply plays flute. Krishna plays flute to bring them back to him. So it is the same flute that brings the cows back to Krishna. So there is a deeper connection that is established between God and the devotees through the flute sound. So sthiti. Laya, Sudarshan Chakra, dissolution. The chakra represents the absolute cyclical nature of time. It is the cosmic force that brings one phase of existence to its necessary end. Now, does Krishna really use Sudarshan Chakra for destruction of the material world? No. It is Lord Shiva who does that laya by doing Tandava Nrityam. But this chakra represents the cyclic nature of time and indicates that by the force of time, everything has to come to an end. And the chakra also represents destruction of adharmic people, destruction of Rakshasas. Now here you can see the cow licking the lotus feet of Krishna. So this act of cows licking the lotus feet of Krishna represents Tirodhana. That means reappearance of beginning of a new cycle of the yugas. Now, what does it have to do with the cow licking the lotus feet of Krishna? When the cow licks the lotus feet of Krishna, what happens to the cow? The cow is nourished. The cow gets nourished. Right? The cow gets nourished. When the cow licks the calf, when the cow licks the baby gets nourished. But here when the mother cow licks the lotus feet of Krishna, the mother cow gets nourished. Similarly, when we are in the Mahavishnu Garbha, we are very close. We are very close to Mahavishnu. Just like the cow here, licking the lotus feet of Krishna, that means touching directly in direct contact with Krishna. There is no gap. The tongue is directly touching Krishna's body. There is no gap. Similarly, when we are in the Mahavishnu Garbha, there is no gap. We are in direct contact with Mahavishnu. And then what follows after that is the Tirodhana, the beginning of another cycle of the yugas. We get nourished. When we are in the Mahavishnu Garbha, we get nourished. And then when Mahavishnu creates another cycle of the yugas, that is Tirodhana. Then finally, Srivatsa Mark, Anugraha. Described in scriptures as the most beautiful and essential aspect of Parabrahma Krishna. Without grace, the cosmic mechanics of time and matter are empty. Anugraha provides the ultimate blessing that gives existence its purpose. So this represents the motherly nature of Srimati Radharani or Sri Mahalakshmi. So these are the 5 things that we see generally, which have a deeper meaning. Most of the times when we talk about flute, we only think that okay, flute is used like an entertainment. When Krishna plays flute, it gives entertainment to the cows and the residents of Vrindavan. But no, there's a deeper meaning of that flute sound. There's a deeper meaning of Shankha, Chakra. There's a deeper meaning of cow licking the lotus feet of Krishna. Okay. Any questions, comments, reflections?
ఆవుకు పెట్టేటప్పుడు ఆవు మన అరచేతిని తాగితే మంచిది అంటారు, భయపడద్దు.
అవును. యా, ఇప్పుడు ఎలాగైతే ఆవు దూడని నాలుగుతో తాకినప్పుడు ఆ దూడకి ఆ శక్తి వస్తుంది, తల్లి యొక్క ప్రేమ కానీ తల్లి నుంచి ఆ నరిష్మెంట్ వస్తుంది. అలాగే మనని తాకినా కూడా
ఆస్పిషియస్ అని అంటారు, వివరం చెప్పరు కానీ ఆ తోకతోటి తల మీద కొట్టుకోమంటారు.
అవును, ఎందుకంటే నాలుగుతో తాకితే అప్పుడు ఇంకా డైరెక్ట్ కాంటాక్ట్ కదా మనతో,
డైరెక్ట్ కాంటాక్ట్.
కాబట్టి ఆస్పిషియస్నెస్ కదా, మనం భయపడతాం.
అంటే ఇంకోటి కూడా చెప్తారు, మనం దేవుడికి నోట్లో ఏమి తినిపించలేము, ప్రసాదం ఆఫర్ చేయగలగని, కానీ ఆ సకల దేవతలు ఉన్న గోవుకు పెడితే గనక మనం భగవంతుడికి పెట్టినట్టు, అమ్మవారికి పెట్టినట్టు, భగవంతుడికి పెట్టినట్టు అని చెప్తారనమాట. సాక్షాత్తు భగవంతుడికి పెట్టినట్టు అని చెప్తారు. అందుకు మనం అక్కడ అలా పడేసి వెళ్ళిపోకుండా నోటికి అందిస్తే మంచిది అని అంటారు అనమాట.
అవును, అంతే కదా. ఇప్పుడు మనం భగవంతుడికి దేవతలకి ఏదన్నా నైవేద్యం పెట్టినప్పుడు ఊరికే అలా పడేయం కదా, ప్రేమతో
పెడతాం అంతే, అందిస్తాం. ఇందాక మీరు సహజ అన్నారు, దానికి సమేత, బలభద్ర సుభద్ర సమేత.
బలభద్ర సుభద్ర మధ్య, అక్కడ శ్లోకంలో మధ్యస్థ అని ఉంటది, సుభద్ర మధ్యలో ఉంటది. సహజ అంటే తోడబుట్టిన వాళ్ళు అనమాట. కృష్ణుడి తోడబుట్టిన వాళ్ళు బలరామ సుభద్ర. సహజ, అనుజ లాగా సహజ. రామానుజ, లక్ష్మణుడికి పేరు రామానుజ, అంటే రాముణ్ణి అనుసరించేవాడు, లేకపోతే రాముడి తోడబుట్టినవాడు అట్లా. హే రామానుజ హే జగత్రయ గురో హే పుండరీకాక్షమాం. కృష్ణుడి కూడా పేరు రామానుజ, ఎందుకంటే బలరాముడి తోడబుట్టినవాడు కాబట్టి కృష్ణుడికి కూడా రామానుజ అని పేరు. ద్వాపరయుగంలో అయితే కృష్ణుడికి రామానుజ అని, త్రేతాయుగంలో అయితే లక్ష్మణుడికి రామానుజ అని పేరు. ఓకే.
అలాగే మనం గుళ్ళో చూస్తున్నప్పుడు వాళ్ళకి చేతులకి వాటికి అలంకారాలు తక్కువ ఉంటది. ఎప్పుడైతే రథంలోకి పెట్టారో అవి మనకి పూర్తి అంగాలకి అలంకరించినట్టుగా కనిపిస్తుంది అనమాట. అలా గుళ్ళోకి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు మనకు కనిపించదు. అదొక డిఫరెన్స్ రథం మీద ఉన్నప్పుడు, గుళ్ళో ఉన్నప్పుడు.
తర్వాత అక్కడ సోనావేష్ అని ఒక రోజు చేస్తారు జగన్నాథపురిలో. సోనావేష్ అని అంటే ఇంకా చాలా బంగారు ఆభరణాలు, పెద్ద పెద్ద పూల దండలతోటి స్పెషల్ అలంకరణ ఉంటుంది. ఆ రోజు కూడా మనం చాలా చక్కగా చూడొచ్చు. అన్ని అవయవాలు అన్నీ ఉన్నట్టుగానే ఉండి చాలా చక్కగా డెకరేట్ చేస్తారు. సోనావేష్
కొత్తగా చూసిన వాళ్ళకి అవయవాలు లేవు అని అనిపించదు.
అనిపించదు.
రథంలో చూసినప్పుడు.
ఇప్పుడు ఈ వెస్ట్రన్ అమెరికా నుంచి ఎవరైనా చూస్తే వాళ్ళకేం తెలీదు.
అవును.
ఓకే. మంగళం కౌసలేంద్రాయ మహనీయ గుణాత్మనే చక్రవర్తి తనూజాయ సార్వభౌమాయ మంగళం. శ్రీ ఆది శంకరాచార్య విరచిత జగన్నాథాష్టకం కీ జై.
జై.
జగన్నాథ బలదేవ సుభద్రా మయ్యా కీ జై.
జై.
పురుషోత్తమ క్షేత్ర జగన్నాథ పురి ధామ కీ జై.
జై.
Thank you everyone for joining. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.